This is exclusive
Hey everyone, and welcome. What if I told you that you could just reach out and grab a picture right out of the air? I'm not talking about Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. I mean straight from good old-fashioned radio waves. Well, today we're going to look at a project that does exactly that, and you'll be shocked at how simple it is.
So check this out. This image is a little fuzzy, yeah, a little noisy, but it's holding a pretty cool secret. This picture wasn't pulled from the internet. Nope. It was beamed through the air and caught by a tiny homemade device. The big question is, how in the world is that even possible?
Well, the magic behind this whole thing has a name: slow scan television, or SSTV for short. Let's dive into what that actually means.
Okay, so the easiest way to think about SSTV is like a fax machine that works over radio waves. It's this really clever technique that ham radio operators use to send still images over the very same narrow radio channels they use just to talk.
Here's the core idea, and it's brilliant. To send a picture, the SSTV signal basically turns the color and brightness of every single pixel into a unique audio tone. So a dark spot in the image might become a low-pitched 1500 Hz tone, and a really bright spot becomes a higher-pitched 1900 Hz tone. You are literally painting a picture with sound.
So you might be thinking, okay, if this has been around, what's the big deal? Well, the problem has always been that decoding these signals was kind of a pain, and it usually meant you were chained to a clunky computer.
And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, that's the old way. You've got your PC, some special interface cables, specific software. It's just not portable. But on the right, you see this project solution, a tiny, cheap, and totally standalone decoder built around a Raspberry Pi Pico. No computer needed, no hassle, it's just a way more elegant approach. All right, so what does it actually take to build one of these? I think you're going to be surprised by just how simple the hardware really is.
And that's it. Seriously, this is the entire circuit. The heart of it all is that little green board, the Raspberry Pi Pico, that hooks up directly to a display, and the only other big piece is that audio jack on the left, which is basically the ear that listens to the radio. It's about as straightforward as it gets.
And here's your shopping list. You need a Pico, a super common display, a couple of resistors, one little capacitor, and an audio socket. That is the entire list. We're talking about a project that costs just a few bucks in parts. It's incredibly accessible for pretty much anyone who wants to try it.
Okay, so the hardware is dead simple, but the real genius of this project, the secret sauce, is all in the software. This is where those weird audio tones coming from the radio get carefully pieced back together into a full color picture.
This diagram is a perfect roadmap for us. You see the audio coming in from a radio on the left. It goes through these four main stages right inside the Pi Pico's brain. And boom, a complete image pops out on the screen. Let's walk through what's happening.
First up, the ADC. Think of this as the Pico's ear. It listens to the audio and samples it 15,000 times every second. Next, there's a little bit of math magic called a Hilbert transform, which basically makes the audio signal easier for the Pico to analyze. Then, the code calculates the exact frequency of the sound at any given millisecond. That's how it knows what color a pixel should be. And finally, you have the state machine. It acts like a little project manager, taking all that frequency info and using the SSTV rulebook to build the final image, one line at a time.
Now get this, not all SSTV signals speak the same language. There are different dialects or protocols like Martin and Scottie you see here. The main difference between them is their timing. Now, instead of looking for some fragile little signal at the start of the broadcast that can easily get lost in static, this decoder is way smarter. It actually measures the timing of the signal itself to figure out which dialect it's listening to. It's just a much more reliable way to get a clear picture.
Okay, that all sounds fantastic in a perfect world, but let's be real. Radio signals are rarely perfect. So what happens when there are tiny little timing errors between the person sending the picture and our little receiver?
You get this. Just look at that image on the left. See how it's all slanted? That's caused by a tiny timing mismatch. But now look at the image on the right. The software is constantly measuring the timing of the incoming signal and automatically straightens the image out in real time. This auto slant correction is an absolutely critical feature for pulling clean, straight pictures out of the air.
So, we've got the dead simple hardware and the incredibly clever software. Let's see what the finished product looks like when we bring it all together.
And there it is. How cool is that? Tucked away in a slick, custom 3D printed case, it really stops looking like a hobby project and starts looking like a polished, professional gadget. It's such a great reward for a pretty simple build.
So let's wrap it up. It's an easy build with super common parts. It'll work with pretty much any radio receiver you have. It decodes the most popular types of SSTV, and best of all, it's completely standalone. You just plug it in, tune your radio, and watch the pictures roll in.
But the fun doesn't have to end here. The project creator already has some awesome ideas for what's next. You could pop in an SD card slot to automatically save the images you find. With just some software tweaks, this same device could decode other things, like weather faxes, or even Morse code. You could even flip the script and turn it into a transmitter to send your own pictures, maybe even hooking up a camera to make a complete send and receive station.
This project is just a perfect example of how we can demystify this cool old technology, turning something that seems really complex into a project anyone can build. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? With tools this powerful and this easy to get your hands on, what other hidden signals are flying all around us right now, just waiting for someone to build the right decoder to listen in?
Hi there, this is exclusive.